down because we're going to Eddie's lobby. Woo! Woo! It's the WAQ show. I'm Matt. Fuck you.
I'm TJ.
And I'm Dan. Hi.
And all I'm thinking now is that I have to figure out how to edit that because
Yeah,
you kind of
have fun-
broke
have-
the sound barrier.
Have fun with
Of
that
headphones,
peeking,
yeah.
TJ.
You can
Oops.
go too loud. It's a thing.
Well, you just cap over it with the train sound.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Just put the train whistle when it peaks out past the sound wave band.
That's hilarious.
All right, we're going hot. We're going fast. We're trying to get far. We left off in Annie's lobby, or going to Annie's lobby. Here's the state of the Straw Hat Union. We're on a train, going to Annie's lobby. Frankie and all of his fucking delinquent family members are also on the train. There were like 2 members of Cypherpole 9 that were on the train, but they get their asses kicked. Sanji has a sick ass fight with another chef pirate. That's cool. That guy looks like a fucking freak, and he uses ramen to fight.
Oh yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Usopp has joined them on the train, even though he's not a member of the Straw Hats right now, because he's wearing a mask, like a semi-star-shaped mask, and he's calling himself Sogeking. Luffy's playing like he doesn't know, but he totally knows. That's basically it. So we're on the train to Ennie's lobby, and boom, we crashed the fucking train into Ennie's lobby. I'm sure the Marines tried to stop them, I don't remember, but they fucking crashed the train to Ennie's lobby. Combat breaks out immediately. There's this big motherfucker that's called the Tribunal. He is just a guy with 3 heads. And there's like a super hard ass head, a super lenient head, and a super let's take our time and deliberate about this head. I don't know if I've explained this. Ennie's lobby is the judicial center of the Marines system. This is where you go for super big trials, where you need to have a trial or a like very public sentencing.
Which is also part of a triangle that I can't remember the name of. That connects.
The Florian
Yeah,
Triangle.
that connects.
No. Maybe? Yeah. No, it's not the Florian Triangle. It's Water 7, Ennie's lobby, Impel Down. Impel Down is a sunken prison. Because many of the big bad people that need to be in a fucking prison are devil fruit users. And so you have the prison under the sea. If they escape, they're fucked.
Interesting.
Who would you say the third one was? You said Ennis Lobby, Impel.
Water 7,
Not
Impel
Water
Down.
7. It's
Oh, Marineford. Marineford.
There we go. The Marine
Marineford is like the Marine
yeah.
HQ. Yep. Anywho, they basically spread out, start fucking fighting. Like, Frankie and family are the reason that you don't have to deal with any of the basic bitch Marines. Basic bitch Frankie family people are fighting basic bitch Marines. I don't remember who fights the Tribunal. Nobody cares, because what matters is Cypherpole 9. Cypherpole 9 being the special ops motherfuckers for the Marines. Fighting ensues. They keep moving, like, Cypherpole 9 is running Robin into the main courthouse, which is separated from the main island. So the island is like 2 chunks. The main courthouse is on one island, separated by a drawbridge that you can bring up. And then there's the rest of the fucking island, like smaller courthouses and shit. There's a bunch of fighting. I'm getting right the fuck into it.
Okay.
Alright. So eventually, through all this fighting and bullshit, the Straw Hat Pirates have gathered. Like, somewhere on this island is where Luffy does Gear Second for the first time. Kicks Blue Nose ass. Luffy and members gather along the wall on the first part of the island, and CP9 is gathered along the main courthouse on the other part of the island. So they're like staring each other down over this chasm. Because I think Ennie's lobby is like in a hole in the ocean.
It's surrounded by whirlpools.
Yeah, it's like it's some wild shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly, this is the fucking picture.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I saw this while I was like Googling like some of the weird names you were using, and I'm like, oh, this has got to be exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so. Oh my fucking god. Alright. So, Cypherpool 9 has Robin on the other side of the wall, and Luffy and crew are standing over here. And Robin is like, guys, just leave me alone, stop it. And Rob Lucci, the master blaster piece of shit ass white fucker.
Wow.
I fucking hate him. You're supposed to hate him. That's the point.
He's the guy with the hat and the bird on his shoulder.
He's the guy with the bird on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, small tangent. It's going to completely break the emotions I'm trying to set here. All of Cypherpool 9 pretends to be Iceberg's shipwrights. For the entirety of that, when he's pretending to be a shipwright, Rob Lucci doesn't talk. The parrot talks for him.
Oh wow.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, his like pigeon thing talks for him. And then when he's like, I actually talk bitches, and I'm a bad motherfucker. Anywho, Rob Lucci shit talking him. He's like, get out of here, Luffy. You don't have any idea what you've done. You're in the middle of the Marines. You're gonna give up right now, and we're still gonna kick the shit out of you. And Robin's like, leave, guys, leave. I know you can get out of here. Just leave. I'm not fucking worth it. Go. And Luffy's like, Robin, fuck you. Stop talking. The next thing that's out of your mouth, I'm gonna save you, but the next thing out of your mouth better be, I want to live. Because I'm tired of this fucking bullshit. I know you want to live. And Robin's like getting all fucking emotional and shit. She starts crying and she's like, she finally fucking screams it out. She admits it to everybody and herself. She like kept trying to be like, no, this is bad, stop, don't do this for me. And she's like, it's a famous line. She says, I wanna live. And she's fucking crying and
I wanna.
She says, I wanna live. That's like the English translation.
Nice.
And Luffy's like, excellent, that's what I needed to hear. Soga King, shoot the flag! There's a big world government flag flying from the fucking courthouse that Rob Lucci and gang are standing on. And Luffy's like, shoot that fucking flag. And he does it. And then they're like, they just declared war on the world government for fucking Nico Robin. What the fuck? They declare war on the whole ass world government.
Yep. All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's an awesome moment.
They will go as far as they fucking need to. And further. For their fucking Nakama. Holy shit. Oh boy. Anywho, fighting ensues. They all pair out into fights. Sanji's fighting a girl for the first half, but he's not actually fighting her because he refuses because he's kind of a dumb bitch. He won't fight women. So he gets his ass kicked and then Nami balls up and Usopp took a bunch of the dials from Skypiea and made Nami a better staff.
Oh, cool. That's in this picture, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the staff with the balls on it. So it has a high pressure and a low pressure dial and a lightning dial, so she can make weather now. She can make small weather.
That's cool.
And she uses that to do some fucking technique that she will never do again, called mirage form or something.
That's disappointing.
So she makes
for real.
She makes a bunch of heat and makes a bunch of clones of herself, but they're all fucked up. It's like a bunch of funhouse mirror clones.
That's cool.
And that's how she fights Khalifa, the soap lady.
Just
She's made of soap, and she makes herself look like a sheep a couple times because it's really dumb and funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got Kaku, the giraffe man.
Okay.
Who's a sword user. That's
And
Zoro's partner.
This shirtless piece of shit. Yeah, Kaku's a sword fighter. This shirtless piece of shit's a werewolf, basically. That's basically it. They fight. Everybody wins. Luffy has his first big fucking he's got to go all out fight against Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci's a cheetah man. You know, Chester Cheetah, if you will. And Luffy busts out a new technique. Gear 3.
Already? He
So in
just went gear 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knew he needed these, so he'd been working on them, and he's busting them both out now. Gear 2, he pressurizes his blood veins. so he can go super fast. Gear 3, it is implied that he bites into his bone and blows up his bones so that his hands and feet get really big.
What the fuck?
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
a balloon in a way.
Because he's rubber.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, like, when he does it, he bites his thumb and blows, and then his fist gets really big, and he kind of moves that air around to make, like, both of his fists really big, or to make his foot really big, or whatever. But he annihilates Rob Lucci with that. That's, like, his finisher. Gear 3 has a price. Whenever Luffy uses it, he shrinks. Like, all of the stretchiness, he's, like, holding against it, and it when he's done, he's, like, shrunken for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So he punches Rob Lucci into the fucking... just annihilates one of the parts of the building, and he's falling into the water. And they're all there, like, trying to figure out how the fuck are they gonna get out. They have no way out. They're fucked. They're completely fucked. But they aren't. Because the Going Merry is there. The Going Merry, the ship that's broke to all fuck, is just there. Because it's got a spirit of its own, and it sailed itself there while they were doing all this shit. Because it wanted to save Robin, too.
Wow.
So the Going Merry is there, they all get on the ship, and they sail out, while the Marines unleash the Buster Call, which is a massive fucking attack that destroys islands, onto Ennie's lobby. So the Marines destroy Ennie's lobby in an attempt to destroy the Straw Hats, but the Straw Hats get out.
Just one.
Frankie and family gets out.
They make the Marines blow themselves up. What
Yep.
the fuck?
Yeah.
One quick thing. One, I think, important
Go
thing
for it.
that happened in one of the fights is with Zoro. And he ushers in a new
yeah.
ability, which is like...
Zoro uses a new attack that we're not really sure what the implications of
Not
it
yet,
are.
yeah.
He calls it Ashura. He holds his fucking swords like he does. You know, two in his hands, one in his mouth. And he goes, Ashura! And his head rotates around so that there are three of it.
What the
And his torso rotates around so that there are
So now
three
he
of
has
it.
nine,
What?
and then he has 9
All
swords.
connected to him so that he is holding 9 blades.
No.
And he charges and slices you and you're all
No.
fucked
No.
up.
There's actually...
No.
I think initially the implications were that he's getting in your head and he's fucking with you and you are really scared and he's just gonna attack you so many times that you're like, a human couldn't have done that. He must have been a demon. I think initially the implications are like he's psychologically fucking you while he's beating the crap out of you. Slicing you up real good. I don't know anymore.
See, my understanding was it was the power of the demon sword that he has.
That would be cool.
I don't think so, because it's not a demon sword, it's a cursed
Or
sword.
That's what I mean. It's the power of the curse.
But maybe. Like I said,
Yeah, we don't
still
know.
don't know.
He's done it a couple times too.
He's only done it like
Yeah, 2.
maybe
Yeah.
4 times.
Okay, so looking at the pictures of this, the implication is he's just moving really fast, leaving after images.
I don't know what picture you're looking at, but he's
looking-
almost always standing still while he rotates, and then he's just, he comes at you.
Yeah, no, basically the images I'm seeing, there's a bunch of different ones. It looks like he's standing still, and there's so many of him, which implies he's just turning his head and his arms so fast that while his body looks still, the after images look physical.
I could see that.
That's what it looks like to me from these pictures. There's
Maybe.
a couple where it just looks like he grows some extra arms and shit, which is really
Yeah.
weird. But like he hasn't eaten a devil fruit, so
No, he's
Like-
just a guy.
like the bit of One Piece that I have watched since we've started this, there's one thing that I would argue is outside of the devil fruit stuff, they try to keep things semi-reasonable.
Okay, here's something I possibly should have mentioned way earlier. I don't remember when it's introduced. People in One Piece live to be like 150 on average.
Okay, never mind. He just grows fucking arms and faces then.
They are different. They aren't just
There's a
humans.
lot of giant people too.
This is gonna end like Naruto.
No, don't say that.
It's gonna make so much more sense in fucking Naruto. It's not just gonna ass pull the fucking Queen of the Moon.
So, anyways, I just thought that was an important part for Zoro because
it was, and Zoro's my boy. Oh shit. Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Have I told you about Chopper's Rumble Balls?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Told me about Chopper's balls.
Chopper, getting really desperate, eats 3 of them. And goes monster point.
Does he die?
He becomes this massive, like 50-foot tall monster reindeer
That he can't
man.
control.
And he can't control it, and he immediately annihilates the member of CP9 that he was fighting.
That's
and then
like-
from that point on, he in the battle until it wears off, he's kind of just like he's kind of just raid damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's kind of just fucking shit up. Like every once in a while in the middle of a fight, big fucking reindeer chopper handle come through the building and change the arena.
This is when the show sounds like it gets fucking hype.
Yeah, this is the moment.
Yeah, no, this is the peak of hype.
Oh wow, so this is the best it gets.
No, not the peak.
No.
This is when it starts going up like real fast,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
it doesn't stop.
Anywho, there are a couple brands.
Fair enough.
We won't get to those.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're ongoing merry, and they're sailing away.
So they aren't going merry, and they basically just float away. Some shit happens. Obviously, it's not that easy, but they basically just float away. Enies Lobby is all fucked up. Frankie's on the ship with them. I think a bunch of Frankie's family just gets arrested or is dead. But then, like, a bunch of them are gonna be fine. Frankie,
The blue-haired guy, the cyborg.
Oh, gotcha.
Super guy.
Wait, didn't he steal everything from them? Why is he?
Yeah, but
helping
he's
them?
been
Yeah, but he's
helping them.
What?
So, they get back to Water 7, and they're hiding out. And Luffy sleeps for like fucking 4 days or something. And the Marines are here. And the Marines just cover the island, surround the building that the Straw Hats are in, and a big motherfucker called
You
Garp
skip.
walks
Hold on.
in.
You
What did I skip?
You
What did I
skipped the
skip?
merry.
No, I didn't.
Going Merry was there at the island because it wanted to save Nico Robin itself, and it
Yeah.
had sentience, and they used it to sail back.
And it floated them to Water 7, and I haven't skipped it.
Oh no!
'Cause it hasn't happened.
I googled Garp. I know.
Bad Dan.
Yeah, Garp walks up, and he fucking kicks the door in, and he's like, "Where's my
Yeah,
grandson?"
there it is.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And Luffy's fucking grandpa's there, and they're all freaking out.
Well, they don't know. They don't know he's his
And
grandpa yet.
yeah, but a big fucking Marine is there, and he's famous. Garp is famous. Garp kicks ass. And I think one of them is like, "Holy fuck, that's Garp! What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Garp does not look like that anymore. That's young.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. And basically, I think Luffy had just woken up, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, that's him. Luffy had just woken up, and Garp shows up, and he's like, "Where's my piece of shit grandson? You're starting all sorts of trouble." And he fucking grabs Luffy, and he fucking, like, crush hugs him.
Right.
And Luffy's like, "Get out of here, you shitty old fuck, man. Fuck you, I told you I was gonna be a pirate." And Luffy's like, Garp's like, "God damn it, you would have been such a good Marine." And somebody else is with Garp. It's this, like, really fucking strong-looking pink-haired guy. And this asshole with blindfolds and kookaries. It's Kobe and Helmeppo. From way back when. Helmeppo decided to stop being a piece of shit and follow Kobe on his dream to become a cool-ass Marine
And
guy.
if you forget who that is, it's the guy who initially captured Zoro and held him captive.
Oh
It's-
god! What?
It's Axe Morgan's shit-ass son. He's actually not a piece of crap anymore.
what?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Kobe was the annoying fucking pink.
Yep.
Kobe's the annoying pink-haired shit.
Holy
And-
shit!
And he is also back and way
Oh, yeah.
better.
And they Wow, that's fucking crazy. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Now,
Oda pulls shit back every once in a while. He's like, remember this thing from like 700 chapters ago? Bam!
well, I mean, you still get a
Zack!
couple like little segments of them within that journey.
Yeah, every once in a while you see them doing stuff. Here's something else I've forgotten to mention. I think I might have mentioned it earlier. One Piece has these things called cover arc stories. Have I told you about
Yeah.
that?
I
we've talked
I
about
think
it.
you've talked about them a few times.
So Kobe and Helmeppo's training is one of those. I think it starts after this point.
That's fucking crazy, man.
I know, right?
So, anyways,
So yeah, they just show up. But Garp, decides not to arrest Luffy, even though he totally could right now, because Luffy's all
yeah,
fucked up.
but it's his grandson.
yep, that's why. And Garp's a really cool dude.
Garp is awesome. Garp is one of them, like, you know how there are some pirates that are assholes and there are some pirates that are just good guys, but the Marines are like, yeah, but you're a pirate, we gotta arrest you. Garp's a Marine that's like, no, these are good pirates, those are bad pirates. Come
So
on.
is
Let's-
this post time skip then?
No,
No.
Okay.
we still got a while before that.
So
I think we're like halfway to time
the
skip.
implication is it's been several years by this point then?
It's been several years since Luffy left his initial, or at least 1 year or something.
couple
It's been a
years.
while since, because Garp is a Marine, he's on the ocean, so Garp hasn't seen Luffy in years.
Right. No, I just meant
Regardless,
Because
I just meant
Kobe
the
and stuff
difference
has
in
grown up.
Helmeppo and Kobe. Like
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
a hell
No,
of
it's
a
been at
year
least
for
a year or
Kobe.
two.
Like Jesus.
yeah, he grew up.
Glue up.
You haven't heard of glow up?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Garp's there. The whole crew is like, "Wait, what? You're his grandpa?"
Yeah, the whole crew is like, holy shit, that's your grandpa? What? Why? Why is your grandpa a cool ass, like, big bad Marine? And Luffy's like, he's just a shitty old man. Don't worry about him."
And then,
And so, like, they kind of separate.
and because we've already talked about his dad, this is the moment Garp's like, so they're just like, "Wait, Garp's your grandpa?" And then Garp's like, "And Dragon's your dad," because Luffy didn't know who his dad
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, like, I think one of them probably said, like, wait, if that's your grandpa, who the fuck's
Yeah.
your dad? And Garp is like, his dad is Monkey D. Dragon. And then somebody's like, Monkey, are you fucking kidding me? That's the leader of the Revolutionary Army. What the fuck? Why are you related to these important people? Why have you never mentioned it? And Luffy's like, I don't know my dad, and he's just a shitty old man.
So yeah,
Interesting.
Anywho,
it's a big time family.
Wait, okay.
Marines-
Sorry, just so I make sure I have this right in my head. The Revolutionary Army is rebelling against the world government,
Right,
yes.
but they're not pirates.
right.
Yes.
So how do they feel about pirates?
I think they feel about pirates the same way the audience does. Like, the ones that aren't going around raping and pillaging are cool.
Okay.
You know, the ones that are just... Remember how I said there are Peace Main
Yeah.
pirates and there are Morganeers? The Peace Mains are cool, the Morganeers are assholes.
Got it.
So, anywho. Basically, the Marines, like, show up and Garp's like, I'm supposed to be taking you in, but I'm just gonna tell him I didn't find you. Stop being a piece of shit. And Luffy's like, fuck you, old man. And they leave.
Good exchange. Very
Yeah.
productive.
And so now that Luffy's up, Frankie shows up. And he's like, hey guys, I feel kind of bad that I stole all your money. But I really needed it. I bought the last of the Adamwood tree on a black market auction. The Adamwood tree is a tree that produced the strongest wood in the world. And Frankie's like, my old man Tom was a shipwright, and he built that stupid train thing. And I always wanted to be a shipwright. So I built a cool-ass ship called the Thousand Sunny, and it's yours! I wanted to build a ship that the king of the pirates sailed on, and I built it for you. I like you guys, I like the color of your jib. Here's a ship.
But
But they gotta go burn the Going Merry. That's not what Frankie says. But now it's like, alright, we got a new ship. Cool. Let's go put the Going Merry to rest. But
You're supposed to say what's after but, because obviously they don't get rid of the Going Merry. That's the iconic ship of the whole fucking series.
No, they
burn it.
Holy mother of shit.
They give it a Viking
Yeah, it's
funeral.
really.
They fucking cry
I cried.
and burn it. I also cried.
It's a boat, guys.
Oh no.
Fuck you.
Okay.
You
It's a member of the Straw Hat goddamn
you won't
pirates.
feel that way once you get to that point.
Is this the character death y'all were talking
This is the
about?
character
Oh my
death.
god.
Yeah, Oda totally pulls some bitch shit.
Yeah,
here.
that's
And he's like,
disappointing.
a member of the Straw Hat Pirates will die. Wink, wink. And this is it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So they're getting ready to go, and Frankie's like waving them off, and he's like, I'm gonna miss you guys so much. You're so
So
cool.
Frankie was a shithead to do a good thing. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Luffy's like, what are you fucking doing? Get on the ship.
Oh,
You're coming with us.
secret new crewmate.
Yeah.
Frankie's on the crew.
Yep.
That's pretty dope. The American joins the crew.
That's
I
dope
love
as
it.
fuck. Yeah. I also think this is like the third time Luffy's pulled the, what do you fucking think you're doing? Get on the ship
Yeah.
line. He does it. You'll see it soon. He does it with Usopp. Usopp's
was
like, hey
go-
guys, thanks for helping my friend.
I was gonna ask, like, what's Usopp's status by this point since they're
He's-
sailing away?
He's still
oh
not
yeah.
back yet.
I think
So does he?
I think I believe if I remember correctly, he kind of just like slinks off
It
and
kind of just fades away.
refuses to say anything, and they start sailing away, and he like runs up to the edge of the beach, and he's like, I'm sorry, you're the captain, I should have listened to you, I'm just so fucking emotional and shit. And Luffy's like, you fucking idiot, that's all you needed to say, you idiot, fuck you. And he stretches his arm and grabs him and pulls him on the ship.
Gotcha. Okay. So they get 2 new crew members, technically, kind of.
I mean, they get an old one.
yeah, but now he's not doing that annoying shit where he keeps pretending he's the captain, I would hope.
Yeah,
Which is nice.
that's done now.
Oh, and they got Nico Robin back. Man, it's like the whole crew's together.
And they got
the
Nika
whole-
Robin back. And Nika Robin's actually in it now. She is like,
Except the boat.
she's
Yeah,
just,
she's like, all right, I'm
Yep.
all one for all.
I'm all in. Like, the Straw Hat Pirates are the greatest thing ever. Y'all are my family. I'm in it to win it.
Oh, important.
Ride or die.
Important question. Has Nami finally admitted to being a pirate by this point?
Absolutely. That happened a long time
Okay,
ago.
cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We just finished Buggy for him, and the whole time Nami's like, I'm not going to be a pirate. Pirates suck. But I guess I'll go with you guys.
Yeah, that was the weirdest experience ever at the end of that. She was like, I'll never be a pirate, but you seem cool, so I'll come with you. I'm just like, fucking what?
It's
So they
she
sail off.
decides after our long arc.
Yeah. She decides after after they save her fucking ass and her whole town and her whole life, she also becomes Ryder.
Boy, by the way, TJ, this Usopp arc where they like first meet him and the girl's like dying and there's a secret plot to kill her, it is some of the most boring shit I have ever watched. In the
Yep,
anime.
it's one of my.
It's like, skip it, I'll just tell you what happens again.
You're so
I'm just-
beneficial to have Matt there for some of these parts because that part
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
I hate it.
I keep telling him to
Ugh.
skip shit.
I need to rewatch it. And skip
Anyhow.
stuff.
You don't. You just need to reread it.
Anyways,
I kind of want to reread it. Anywho, they sail off on the Thousand Sun. And the clouds are getting dark. And it's getting misty. And it's all spooky and shit. And they're like, where are we? And Nami's like, none of these weather patterns make any kind of sense. Guys, I think we're in the Florian Triangle. That's One Piece's Bermuda Triangle. She's like, I've heard of this. This isn't good. We might be kind of fucked, guys. And they sail up on a big-ass ship. And they hear a mysterious singing.
Oh my god. Some of the pictures for the Florian Triangle are fucking horrifying.
Yeah. And they sail up next to the ship because it kind of just... nothing's happening. And a couple of them climb up. And they see a skeleton man with an afro. And he's like, hello. And I believe I believe he greets Nami first.
Yeah, he does because of
He takes off. He's a skeleton man with a cane and an afro and a top hat and a suit. You can look him up. His name is Brook. And he greets Nami. He takes off his top hat and he bows to her. He's like, "Hello, ma'am. May I see your panties?"
What the fuck? Oh, this guy looks like Slash or something.
Yeah, I think that is his inspiration. Because I told you, like, some One Piece characters are totally just
like the hit
based on real
hypnotist
people.
is obviously Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You could definitely put a picture of him up.
He's you could put a picture of him up because next Luffy walks up and he's like, Are you a musician?" And Brook's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Join my crew. You're cool as fuck, skeleton dude."
Of course.
And Brook's like, "In."
Of course.
And he immediately joins the fucking
Why
crew.
not?
But there's a caveat. He's like, "I'm in, but I can't leave the Florian Triangle. A man named Gecko Moria stole my shadow, and if I'm touched by the sunlight, I'll die." And Luffy's like, "All right, cool. Let's go get your shadow."
Also, the reason why he's a skeleton is because I forget the name of the fruit, but it's
You don't know yet.
uh
That is not what he looks like
No.
normally. That's like a movie feature or something. That's fine though. I like it.
This is a pretty good one, right?
Yeah, no, that's a good one. There's a man named Gecko Moria on a floating island. The entire island is a ship. It's called Thriller Bark.
Thriller Bark. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't remember when it's comes into play, but it doesn't matter, so I'll just tell you now. The reason Brook is a skeleton is because he ate the Yomi Yomi no Mi, the soul fruit. That he ate it and lost the ability to swim, and he's like, it didn't give me a power. I just can't swim now. He didn't have a power for his whole life.
But when he died,
yeah.
But when he died, it lets your soul go back into your body.
that's why.
But he was in the Florian Triangle, so his soul got lost for 50 years. And then he eventually found himself, and his body had already decayed. But the soul fruit still tied his soul to his body, so he went back into a skeleton, and now he's a skeleton man.
I feel like that's a pretty advantageous form for a pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brook can do a couple cool things. Brook's skeleton body is so light, if he runs fast enough, he can run on water.
That's wow. It's the one
Yeah.
fruit that gives you a counteraction to the negative drawback of
Swimming.
devil fruit.
Yeah.
Also, it's going to expand later, but he's basically a bard. He can
cool.
kind of influence other people's souls with his music and make them feel shit. And put them to sleep or make them his allies, sort of. He's basically a bard.
And his main source of instrument is a violin.
It looks
His
like a
go-to
shark
instrument
guitar
is a
in this
violin.
one.
But eventually he is a shark guitar. Eventually, this is after the time skip, he becomes a worldwide known musician called Soul King Brook. And he sells out concerts and shit.
That's crazy.
It's fucking cool. They go to Thriller Bark. It's got a couple cool parts. They go in and a zombie pops out of the ground and it's "Meh," and Luffy just kind of walks up to it and shoves it back into the ground and he's like, "Nope." That ain't happening. That's a very famous gift from
Yeah.
One Piece.
That sounds funny as shit.
Yeah, it's great. Let's see. So, the big three, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji all get their shadows stolen here. Gecko Moria, what he does is he takes your shadow out, and it basically has, your fighting power, and if you're sufficiently strong, also your personality. And he puts it into corpses that this guy named Hogback makes. Basically Frankenstein corpses. And he makes his own army of fighters. So on the island is Gecko Moria, Hogback, and Perona. Hogback makes corpses, Gecko Moria pulls out shadows to put in corpses, and Perona is my fucking waifu. She's this cute-ass goth ghost bitch. She's not actually a ghost, but her power is the Pero Nami, the ghost fruit. And they are called negative hollows. If they go through you, they make you depressed.
Yeah, they bring out your worst, I don't want to say fears, but
So, exactly, this is exactly the gift. So Zoro tries to fight her, and she just makes him depressed and kicks his ass. So then, Usopp tries to fight her, and Usopp is so down on himself, he can't get any more depressed.
Wow.
So Usopp kicks her ass because she can't make him more depressed than he already is. He already hates himself enough. She can't do anything else to him. There's a massive, giant ogre motherfucker called Oars, and it's strapped together from a bunch of, like, bodies and fabric and shit. And Gecko Moria puts Luffy's shadow in that, and the whole Straw Hat crew has to team up to beat it, and then they have to team up to beat Gecko Moria.
Mm-hmm.
And they do. And so they beat him, they get his shadow back. So this is like an illusion she makes. She's not actually that big. Even though I did call her a big ghost bitch.
Yeah, she's actually really small.
It's all good.
She's actually normal
It gets
person
the
size.
point across.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You can dream of the panty shop behind that booth.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, she's my waifu. She gets better later. She wears like a big gothic fucking
Later?
Victorian dress.
You mean she stays in the story?
Sort of.
She plays a good.
Oda has a way of relegating his favorite characters to return viewings.
Gotcha.
Gecko Moria?
Jigoro?
Oh, no?
Oh.
Here. There's also an invisible dude named Absalom,
Okay.
who, it comes out now, he ate the invisibility fruit. I don't know who the fuck
I
that
remember
is.
him. But that's
Okay.
that's just that's Zoro's soul goes into that. Or
Yeah,
shadow.
I think
Not
Zoro's
his soul,
soul
his
goes into
shadow.
that.
Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe Zoro was pissed that his soul looked
Yeah.
so dumb. Or that the body his shadow inhabits.
But
looks
for the
so dumb.
sake of
some-
where you want to get to in this show, and we'll extend the episode a little bit so everyone knows.
Oh, how far are we?
We're about 40
Okay,
minutes,
just-
so you
just-
got we'll say a half an
Yeah.
hour to get to where you want to be.
Just some quick things. Actually, no, fuck it. I'll skip that. You can see that when you get there.
Okay.
So basically, they fight Gecko Moria, beat Gecko Moria, then another motherfucker. Gecko Moria, by the way, Shichibukai, one of the 7 warlords. This is the second one Luffy's beat.
Nice.
Yes.
Another one shows up, Bartholomew Kuma. He is a big, beefy-looking motherfucker with bear paws on his hand, and he ate the paw fruit. And he can. It's really metaphysical. He can push anything. So he can like tap you and push your pain out, and you're healed.
Wow.
Or he can put his hands together and push the air and make a big bubble and make like a shockwave that he can just pop and shockwave.
Yep.
So he walks up on Luffy and he's like, "Y'all aren't strong enough for what's coming.
Yep.
I should take you out right now because you're not strong enough." And Luffy is fucking. He is not getting up. He's asleep after the fight with Gecko Moria. And Zoro's still up. And Zoro's like, "No, fuck you. We are strong enough." And then Bartholomew Kuma was like, "Alright, you're strong enough? If you can take all of your captain's pain,
Oh, well,
I'll admit you're strong enough." Because Luffy's like almost dead or something.
yeah, he's like on the brink of he's gone through a lot.
Luffy's almost dead.
But real quick, because Kuma also offers to leave the rest of the crew alone and only take Luffy if they offer him up.
Oh yeah.
Like it's a test of
Yeah.
them.
Kuma's like, "Y'all aren't ready. I'm gonna take your captain, and I'm just gonna peace out." And they're like, "You're not taking our fucking captain." And I think everybody but Zoro and Sanji are done.
Essentially, yeah.
Who the fuck is this Kuma guy?
It's
can-
Kuma.
Barthol.
Yeah, no.
So
But like, who is he? Like, why does he get to?
he's one of the Shichibukai.
So he's the third one.
By the
that
time-
we've encountered.
He's the third one that we have
Okay.
met. Well,
Fourth.
technically the fourth, because Dracula Mihawk is a Shichibukai.
Right.
So he shows up and he's like, "Y'all aren't ready. I'm gonna take Luffy. I'm gonna peace." Zoro and Sanji are like, "The fuck you are." And then Kuma's like, "All right, if one of you can take all of Luffy's pain, because he's pretty fucked up, and keep standing, I'll let you go." And Sanji's like, "Done. I'll do it." And Zoro's like, "No, fuck you. I'm gonna do it." And Sanji's like, "You're way more beat up than I am." And Zoro smacks him over the back of the head with one of his swords and knocks him out.
As
so
Zoro
Sanji's
does.
done. And Zoro's like, give me it. And Kuma's like, all right. And he picks up Luffy and he just starts touching him, and a big bubble of like red pain just starts like growing out of Luffy, and it's massive. And then it's just floating there. And Kuma's like, all right, there you go, touch it. And Zoro like pokes it, and he's crippled. And Kuma's like, you got to take the whole thing, buddy. And so he does. And it flashes to when everybody else wakes up, and Sanji runs up to him. He's like, what the fuck happened? What happened? And Zoro is just standing there like a statue, covered in fucking blood.
Also, blood exploded everywhere. Like, it's everywhere.
Blood exploded everywhere. Yeah, there's just blood all around him.
Basically,
He's covered in blood.
this Kuma guy wanted to make sure that Luffy wasn't the only one carrying this entire fucking team.
Basically. Sanji walks up on Zoro. He's like, what the fuck happened? Zoro is like, nothing. Nothing happened. And that's the end of that. Zoro is in bed for a long time. And they leave.
Is Luffy still there?
Luffy's fine.
Luffy
feels great.
Yeah,
all of his pain was removed.
Yeah. Oof.
He's like, wow, I feel awesome. What happened to Zoro? And Zoro's just like, nothing.
Do you want to say anything else about Kuma right now?
I don't think it comes up right now, so
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, go ahead, keep going.
So then they go on to Shibodi
Oh
Archipelago.
wait, two things real quick. That
I'm not talking about Duval.
no, I'm talking about Brook officially joins the crew because
Oh yeah, they get everybody's shadows back. Brook joins the crew, and Zoro gets a new sword.
Zoro gets a new sword that he has the sword fight for someone to get.
So the guy that had Brook's shadow was like an ancient samurai called Ryuma from the land of Wano, which we haven't been to yet, and nobody knows anything else about.
Right. And the second,
but they're currently there in the manga.
the second thing is Brook's little backstory.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. I met Dan a while ago in like episode 1 or 2. I told you somebody would come back. Here they are. Brook was on an entire crew of musicians. They had a musical crew, and along their travels, they met a whale named Laboon.
Oh yeah.
And at a certain point, they met him in their ocean. This is 50 fucking years ago.
Little Laboon.
They met him. This is little tiny baby Laboon. They met him in their ocean, and when they got to the Grand Line, they were like, "We can't take you any further, buddy. It's gonna get more dangerous. Don't worry. When we get all the way around, we'll come back for you." Well, they got to the Florian Triangle. They got stuck, and they all fucking died.
Wow.
They even show how they all died, starving one by one.
Jesus.
No, they were poisoned.
playing. They died for some reason.
It was poison.
Sure, they were poisoned. I believe you. And they play one by one. They start playing their instruments one last song. And like as they're dropping, Zoro's playing on the piano, or not Zoro. Brook is playing on the piano, and he's like, "What the hell was that?" One of the cats smacked the door, stopping it. Fucking Anywho, as they're playing and dropping, Brook is like, quintet, quartet, trio, duo, solo, and then Brook dies. But he comes back years later when his soul finder finds him. Anywho, at the end of this, they all meet all the people whose soul have their souls back, and they play a song, and Brook's like, he sings them their song, yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho. That's Pink Sake. It's a bitchin' song. If you are just a manga reader, I highly recommend you listen to Bink Sake. It's a great fucking song. While Brook is playing it, Luffy climbs up on top of his piano and he's like, "So you gonna join me now?" And Brook's like, "Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it." And they leave. There's a couple little things that happen between Thriller Bark and Shibodi Archipelago, but they're not important. I really want to get to the end of Shibodi Archipelago here.
Okay.
So they get onto Shibodi Archipelago. Some shit goes down. On the way there, they meet Hachi, the octopus fishman from back in Arlong Park, and his friend Kami, a mermaid. Eventually, Kami gets stolen and they're like, where? Or she goes missing, and they're like, where did she go?
This is also the racist island, essentially. Yeah, because the fishmen are oppressed.
And the fishmen are oppressed everywhere. It's just
Really high.
this is really close to Fishman Island, so they're like super oppressed. Anywho, you meet the worst generation, which I'm not going to go into all of them, but some notable members are Trafalgar D. Law, which I am not a fan of, and Eustace Kidd, which I fucking love.
I love.
Odo initially wanted Eustace Kidd to be as important as Law is, but everybody fucking likes Law, so he got more important, and Eustace Kidd got relegated to more of a background
I
character,
love Law.
which I fucking hate.
I loved them both, to be honest.
I don't hate Law, I just hate that he's more important than Kidd now, because I really like Kidd better. Eustace Kidd is a magnetic man. He ate the magnet fruit, and he gets to be magnetic. Trafalgar D. Law, which you don't actually know that he has a D right now, has the most OP fruit in the world. It's literally called the Ope Ope no Mi, and it is actually in canon called the most powerful fruit. He can make a thing called room, and inside of this space, he is a surgeon. He can just take you apart. He can your arm's not on you anymore. And he'll put your arm on somebody else.
Seems strong.
And he will often do this thing where he gets you in his room and he takes out your heart, and he just has your heart. And he's like, "You're mine now. Better not do anything bad, or I'll crush your heart."
I like his sweater in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a cool design. He's a Sasuke.
Oh,
He's a piece of shit, broody motherfucker, and so everybody loves him.
He's not as bad as Sasuke. That's so
Fucking
disrespectful to
Sasuke.
Law.
Nobody's as bad as Sasuke, but that is his fucking... That is his
MO.
part in the story. He's the broody bitch. That's really cool and always serious. And every fucking time he teams up with the Straw Hats, Luffy tries to have some fun, and Law is like, "We gotta do... If you would just take this seriously." And it's like, fuck you, Law. We're having fun. Piece of shit.
But anyways.
So anyways, you meet the worst generation. There are 11 of them. These are the 11 supernovas with the highest bounties.
They're all rookies.
These
like the new
supernovas
guys.
are up-and-coming rookies. The worst generation is the highest cost supernovas, or highest bountied supernovas. Eustace Kidd loses his arm, so that's why he's got the metal one. So they go to an auction, because Luffy's like, "What's that?" Turns out their new mermaid friend Kami is being auctioned off to the Tenryubito. The world has these people called the Celestial Dragons, the Tenryubito. They are world nobles that walk around in like these space suits with like fish bowls on their heads, because they're so good that they don't want to breathe the same air as commoners. They have a license to kill. They just walk around with guns. They can kill you if they want. You can't do anything against them. They are often seen riding people like horses. They are like literally the bourgeoisie, the epitome of rich and excess and too much power and all that bullshit.
What the fuck?
If you do anything to them, it is immediately execution. One of them, they're all called Saint, by the way. Saint Carlos buys Kami. And she's freaking out. And Luffy's like, "You're not buying my fucking friend." And everybody's like, "Luffy, you can't do anything against him. He's a Tenryubito." Luffy doesn't give any fucks. He punches that motherfucker right in the goddamn face in the hypest ass scene ever.
You forgot that he shoots.
The color drains out. It's a sick ass scene. I'll find it. You could just Google Luffy punch St. Carlos. I'm pretty sure you'll find it.
Dodges a bullet on his way to punch him. Also, that he shoots hot.
Yes, this is the beginning of Luffy's hockey.
Well, he shoots Hachi.
And he shoots Hachi. But we don't need to say every little thing.
Important to that.
Anywho, because Luffy punched the Tenryubito, one of the admirals is dispatched to kick his ass. Kizaru, the Piku Piku no Mi man. He is made of light. He can move at light speed. He is ridiculously strong. The only reason he doesn't go further and be a bigger problem than he is, he's the laziest motherfucker ever. He would rather sit on his ass and sip booze and chill out than do anything else. So he is so fucking annoyed that he has to come here and deal with this piece of shit Luffy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he comes, he fucks him up, and they dispatch the pacifistas. The pacifistas are giant robots that look exactly... Yep, that's him. That look exactly like Bartholomew Kuma. What about that shit?
Interesting.
And, so, like, I think 2 or 3 pacifistas are dispatched. Kizaru is dispatched. Sentomaru is dispatched. And Bartholomew Kuma is back. They have a knockdown, drag-out fight where the Straw Hats are just getting wrecked. And Bartholomew Kuma walks through the Straw Hats one by one and smacks them, and they disappear.
Well, I guess finish this part, yeah.
He's, smack Nami, gone. Smack Chopper, gone.
They
Usopp,
just, like,
gone.
disappear?
Robin, gone. They're just disappearing.
What the fuck?
Zoro, gone. Sanji, gone. Luffy's the only one left. He's bawling. He's fighting his hardest. He can't do anything. Smacks Luffy, gone.
I was gonna say you left out Rayleigh.
Oh yeah, fuck. Well, this is gonna cut the emotional.
That's why.
Fucking point I'm trying to.
That's why I let you
here.
continue.
But they meet Silver's Raleigh because to get to the next. Oh, when they get to this island, their log pose. You know how it's pointing up at Sky P? It's pointing straight down into the ocean.
Okay.
You need to talk to a bubble coating specialist. He'll help you and tell you what's going on. They go talk to a bubble coating specialist whose name is Silver's Raleigh. This is the second in command, the Zoro to Gold D. Rogers Luffy.
Oh.
This is the king of the pirates' right hand. Right here. He retired. He's a bubble coating specialist. He's a bad motherfucker.
And he puts your
So
ship
they
in a
get
bubble.
there.
What was his name?
They get there. Silver's Raleigh.
Okay, sorry.
You can Google him.
No problem. They get there, and they all realize who he is, and Usopp's like, holy shit! You could just tell us if One Piece is real!
Oh, this is my kind of guy. He looks cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker. You've actually already seen him in the anime.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh,
Usopp's like...
he's got his beard is like the jaw of the axe hand guy from the Marines.
No.
Okay.
No.
Where would I have seen him?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It's kind of a spoiler, but it's fine. Usopp's like, you can tell us about One Piece, and Luffy fucking screams.
Yep.
He's like, no! Stop! If you tell me, I don't even want to know if it's real. If you tell me anything about One Piece, the journey's over. That is not the fucking point of this. Shut up right now. And Raleigh's like, I like the cut of your jib. And Usopp's like, that's a good point, Captain. Apologies.
But he really wants to know.
He really wants to fucking know. But he's like, alright, Luffy. Yeah, Raleigh's a cool ass dude. He's one of my favorites. That's basically that. They meet Shakti. She's cool. But she's just kind of cool.
Yeah.
She's his, like, assistant. It turns out you need to get your ship covered in bubbles so that you can go underwater like a submarine, because fishmen. So they're at the end of the first half of the Grand Line.
Mm-hmm.
The Shibodi Archipelago butts up against, or the mangrove sea that forms Shibodi Archipelago, because it is a bunch of small islands connected by mangrove trees, which are those trees who root into the ocean and shit. You know what I'm talking about. And it butts up against the red line. To get past it, you can go one of two ways. You can take an elevator up to Mary Joie, which is where the celestial dragons live, and you can't go there if you're not one of them or part of the Marines. So if you're a pirate, you go down, because under the Grand Line is a hole in which the fishmen have carved out a city, and that is where Fishman Island is.
Gotcha.
But they're not going there right now because they all got teleported. Because you flash to Luffy flying through the fucking air. They all fly through the fucking air for 2 days.
Wow.
And land on an island. Because Bartholomew Kuma pushed them to where he thought they needed to be. They all get pushed. They all land on separate islands. The Straw Hat Pirates are separated. Luffy lands on a jungle island. He wakes up surrounded by women. They're kind of poking at him and prodding him and being like, wow, this guy's weird. And they start pulling at him and stuff. He's really stretchy. And especially this one part. It's basically implied they're pulling on his dick. And they're like, what is this? It's an island of only women. They've never seen a man. So they're like, what is this weird stretchy mushroom
The
stuff?
Amazon island.
Oh, God.
So he wakes up and he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Stop touching me. Because Luffy's basically asexual, so nothing else happens.
Right.
As far as that goes.
Kind of a weird choice to even include that then, but alright.
It's Japan likes making dick jokes.
That's fair. I mean, who
doesn't?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Pirate Empress is here. That is what she is called. She's one of the Shichibukai. Her name is Boa Hancock. You can totally Google her. She has a power called the Meru Meru no Mi. She can turn you to stone as long as you love her. And she is the hottest woman ever, so you always love her. But it doesn't work on women. So and she'll do this thing where she looks down on you so much that she looks up. So she'll tilt her head back, and Luffy's like, what is she doing? She'll tilt her head back and she'll point at you, and Luffy's like, what is she doing? And somebody's like, she's looking down on you so much that she's looking up now.
What the fuck? That's so stupid.
Yep.
It is. She'll make a heart shape with her hands, and she'll go Meru Meru. Right? No, that's Perona. Perona goes Pero Pero. She'll just make a heart shape with her hands and shoot you with a heart beam, and if you love her, you turn to stone. But Luffy's asexual, so it doesn't work on him.
Alright.
And he has to fight them, and their arrows are infused with hockey, so he begins to learn about hockey, and he runs into a newspaper that says Ace has been captured, and he is scheduled to be executed. Luffy's brother Ace has been captured by the Marines. He was captured and turned in by Blackbeard,
What?
who is now a new Shichibukai. Because Blackbeard was the man that Ace was trying to track down. Because the Whitebeard pirates found a fruit that Blackbeard wanted. And so Blackbeard killed the man that was going to get to have the fruit and took the fruit and left. Ace was sent to find him. Ace found him. They fought. Ace lost.
Ah.
Blackbeard is going to turns Ace into the Marines because the Marines want Ace for a very specific reason. I don't know if it's told yet, but I'm going to tell you.
Bait Luffy, right?
Ace is the son of Gold D. Roger.
You know,
But I thought
we hadn't got to that part yet.
We haven't got to that part, but I'm seeding the next.
Wait, so if Ace is
but-
the son of Gold D. Roger, then how is Luffy's dad not Gold D. Roger? Because they're brothers, aren't they?
Yeah, how is he? How is he? How does that happen?
Oh, so you're
Tune in
saying
next time and
Gold
find
D.
out.
Roger is Monkey D. Dragon?
No. That's not what he's saying.
No,
What?
I'm not saying.
We should
They're
just say it
adopted.
now.
They're
Yeah,
adopted.
they're step brothers.
Garp. They don't have dads. Garp raises them both,
Okay, gotcha.
so they're brothers, but they just look very similar.
Okay, so
So they
Ace
trick-
is actually the son of Gold, and Luffy's
Gold D.
actually
Roger.
the son of Dragon.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
Garp raised them both. Wow, Garp is an awful
raised them
father. He raised two pirates. Like, what?
I mean, they're both good dudes, though.
Should we say it now?
Yeah, that's
Just because
fair.
you're bad guy doesn't
Yeah.
mean you're a bad guy.
Should we?
What do you want to say,
Oh.
TJ?
No, never mind. I was just
What
just
do
about
you,
their childhood, and
No,
Okay.
not yet.
yeah,
There's a lot of pictures of this Boa Hancock lady.
yeah, that's not
Yeah,
surprising.
she's literally supposed to be the hottest girl, so of course there's a bunch of fan art. I'm sure you saw some nude stuff.
Not yet, but I'm not exactly looking for it.
Don't blame me.
Anyways.
So yeah, because Luffy is unaffected by Boa Hancock's power, she kind of falls in love with him because he's the first man that's not just like a tool for her.
Like hardcore falls in love with him.
Yeah,
So she joins
Like-
the crew.
Luffy's no.
No.
While this is kind of
Oh my
happening,
God.
Luffy
Sorry,
finds the newspaper. Go ahead.
question. Does Sanji ever meet Boa?
I don't
Yes.
think so.
I feel like that's just instant death for Sanji. Just saying.
There is a point later where there's something fucky that happens with Sanji.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he meets Boa Hancock. I'm not sure.
No, this is the part where Sanji gets kind of. Oh, Sanji.
Yeah. Poor Sanji. While Boa Hancock is basically falling in love with Luffy, Luffy finds a newspaper that says Ace has been captured. He is scheduled to be executed. You don't find out that he's Goldie Roger's son yet, but I kind of wanted to see it because it's really cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Luffy's like, I need you to fucking help. I need you to help me save my brother. And Boa Hancock's like, done. They are plotting a course for Impel Down, because that is where Ace is being held. In the pirate prison under the sea.
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, it felt appropriate.
No, it was.
It was. The next episode will be the last. I'm sorry it took this long, everybody. I'm going to get to the time skip, and I'm going to stop.
Yep.
But that's the plan. Maybe someday, when One Piece is actually done, I will pick it up at the time skip and finish explaining.
Man.
But 5 episodes is enough. This is 4. The next one will be 5. We're going to go over the War of the Best, which is the hypest moment. And all I'll say is, the War of the Best is the most hype shit ever. It's not the peak of the show, but it's hype as fuck. Oda has said that the end of One Piece will be a war that makes the War of the Best look like a fucking picnic.
Which is just insanity.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I'm gonna have to get creative with where I put the rest of the pictures for the last episode.
Honestly, I'm gonna talk about so many motherfuckers. You might just want to make a new film.
All right. Well, we'll see.
There's a lot of introductions now.
There's a lot of introductions. I'm also going to go through what island every one of the Straw Hats is on, because they're all on a different island.
Yep.
Interesting. So Kuma launched them 2 locations he felt for each specific individual would be useful.
Yes.
Yes.
Huh. Interesting.
Do we want to say who Kuma is now real quick?
This you don't learn out till way later. But Bartholomew Kuma is the second in command of the Revolutionary Army.
So, okay.
He went undercover to become a Shichibukai, to work for the world government, so that he would be in a position of power to help people that they thought would help the Revolutionary Army's cause. One of them being Dragon's son, Luffy. There's some more shit with Bartholomew Kuma, which we'll get into next time.
Huh, so he's a double agent. Interesting.
He's a double agent. You don't find that out. That was actually like somewhat of a recent revelation.
Cool.
Well, the viewers knew about it before the War of the Best.
I don't.
Yeah, they show about all that. They talk about it.
That might. Okay. I didn't know that.
They do in the anime, anyways.
Or I forgot it or something. And maybe they didn't. To be honest, if they didn't talk about it in the manga and I just forgot it, and they talk about it in the anime, I kind of don't like that. I kind of don't like when they fuck with the order of information reveal.
Yeah.
But that's why we have a wonderful Matt to
Yep.
give us the proper order of information. Right, everybody?
Yep.
Yeah!
And that about sums up our episode.
Yep,
So
that's
thank you
it.
everyone for listening.
We started on a train, and we ended on an island.
Like One
Wow.
Piece does.
Yep.
So thank you for listening, and we will catch you next episode. I'm your host
On the last
of One
episode.
Piece. For now. I'm your host, DJ.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Dan.
And that's the WAQ Show.
Bye.
Peace.
One